Hall of Fame, standing in the Hall of Fame. A lot of backcash splash going on as well.
We got Hollywood back at Community Day. How's it going, man?
Good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Played some basketball, played some of the game. We're at the Hall of Fame. Like this is probably one of the coolest experiences I've had at Community Day.
And then what about the builder? I know you're always workshopping new builds. You said you were cooking up 15 builds.
Yeah.
Which one stood out to you the most? What do you think you're gonna start with?
I'm definitely starting with like a 6'9".
6'9".
The Queen City, Charlotte.
That's right, baby.
Thanks for joining us in honoring Martin Luther King Day. It's a very special presentation of the... So here's Dallas's starting group. Washington and Gafford to combo inside. Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Exum in at the 3. And for the Hornets, they've got Brandon Miller. Ball is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's MP. And it's Williams in at the 5 down low. You know, Grant, it's an honor to be here on Martin Luther King Day in the NBA.
You know, B.A., you're so spot on. I mean, so much time has passed since the 1960s. But Dr. King's efforts ring as true today as they did then. I think he'd be proud of the power that players have in this league right now.
Tip-off goes to the Hornets. Dinwiddie against Ball. Lets it fly. And that one's on target from the wing.
Hey, Ball has tremendous confidence, oozing with confidence. He feels like he can cross up anybody defending.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outside man. Pass to Clutch. Hits the three-pointer.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Miller against Gafford. MP outside. Elbow shot on the way. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Had momentum going toward the bucket. Nice leaner.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 7-point differential. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
You know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. And, you know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
Williams' shot is good.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
The try by Irving. Will it go? Gafford passes to Irving. Goes back up. Off with the layup.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
The kick out to Ball. Miller right side. Here's Clutch. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Hasn't taken him any time to get into a groove. 3 or 4 to start things off.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. In the middle of his 3rd year in the league, Clark, Trey Mann was traded out of OKC.
Yeah, that team was so deep, that Thunder team, B.A. It was hard for Mann to find playing time, and now he's got a chance to play more with the expanded minutes. He's shown you that he can get it done at both ends.
Now let's take a look at the rookie rankings. As we hit the halfway mark in the regular season, here's who has taken the lead in the Rookie of the Year race. You look at MP, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
For 3, Dinwiddie on target from range.
Well, I like seeing Dinwiddie get going from deep, guys. I mean, this is now a reliable shot in his arsenal.
Pass to Clutch. Over Washington. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And here is Irving, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Count it.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Irving, no good.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. Playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Exum outside. And there's the lob and the dunk by Gafford.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Ball passes to Clutch. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 14. Outside Irving. Takes it inside. The shot inside. Good on the shot.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Ball passes to Clutch. Oh, another miss by MP. To the inside. Washington. Count that one.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Outside man. 1 second left. And he hits the jump shot. Clutch has got 13 now. And so it's Charlotte going into the break up 12. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Charlotte.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunity.
Green out there with Cody Martin. Then it's MP, then there's Trey Mann, and it's Micic in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Clutch in their last time out against the Bulls was tremendous. He had 36 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. His relentless approach has just worn teams out lately. He is winning the battle of wills. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Outside, Green. The fader, and MP with a basket on the assist by Green. He's got 15.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by Green.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. No good on that one. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then.
And that was good. Green's got his first 2 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Marshall. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Thompson outside. Back to Kleba. 6 to shoot. Pass to Dinwiddie. Thompson with it. Fires for 3.
2 minutes.
Here's Kleba. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And Dallas calls time here. Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out.
Charlotte, they have a confident 20-point lead right now. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score. Charlotte, 42. The Mavericks, 22.
Happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. Mavericks trail by 20. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Kyrie Irving out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Exum in at small forward. Dinwiddie outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Washington. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Clutch. The 3 is up. And Williams punches it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Irving, that's good.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Now here's Exum, guarded by Miller. Over to the wing. Dinwiddie outside. The floater. Williams grabs the board.
Far from an ideal start here. This half just 1 for 4 so far.
Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte. Micic comes in for man. The Mavericks making a switch here. Here's Clutch. The Mavericks pull it in. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Fires from deep. Kept alive. Marshall inside. Guarded by Miller. Here's Kleba. Here's Marshall. Missed it, even after all of those chances.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavs. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Out to Kleba. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kleba's got 5.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Fades back. And Clutch gets it to go.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
The 3, Dinwiddie. It doesn't go for him.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Miller, pass to Clutch. With the fadeaway. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Such a wide open look. Kleba's got 6 here in the quarter.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
From 10 feet away, Irving for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Ball's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Miller. Inside. Fades away. And MP with a basket on the assist from Miller. Clutch has got 29 points.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Here's Kleba. Banked it in off the glass. 10 points for him.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
To the paint. Here's Clutch. Nails the baby hook.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And he drops the first. Both teams will make substitutions.
Transportation
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
Gafford, no good on that free throw. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
They've got Taj Gibson. Cody Martin is out there with MP. Then there's Shake Milton, and it's Micic in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Martin. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Martin's got 10 points in just the second half. Dallas has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. Irving finds Gafford. A minute 50 left to play in the 4th. Outside Irving. The 3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And here's MP from outside. Knocks down the triple. Clutch has got 34.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Clutch.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
2 points. That one goes. Clutch has got 38 points.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
And it's Irving missing.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
On the wing, Milton. Pass to Micic. MP outside. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. It's off.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
Llegó el fin de semana, prendas de marca italiana. Voy a pistear con la plebada y nunca me llega sana. A veces, pero siempre. De Marruecos es el y ella es sudamericana. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a venir toda a sacarnos como lo de. Va a romper la discoteca.
I like it. Great choice. I like it. Great choice.
This year, I like that when you shoot a green, that it automatically pops up now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In making the builds, is there one that stands out to you? Like, I'm going to start with this.
A 6'3" point guard. You can dunk, ball handle, you got defense. It's like an all-around, just all-around guard, nice guard build.
Okay, I'm going to be on the lookout for that, because I'm thinking about doing something similar.
Yeah.
Of course, I had to hop into the builder. So I was in the builder for a minute, just testing out, seeing like the new badges. There's so many different new badges and different attributes and levels and things like that.
You checked out the My Team Triple Threat Park. What did you think about that? Rivet City's back?
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. That's going to be, I think that's going to be really popular this year.
Okay.
What I've seen from 2K25 is just there's a level of fluidity that wasn't there in 24. Left stick dribbling, in my opinion, this year is going to come back in a big way.
Yeah.
But more importantly, the way you can tie combos together, from canceling a lot of those step-back jumpers, comboing into different dribble moves, the go-to shots, one of my favorite new mechanics. People will be really good when they put the time in my opinion.
You came all the way from the Philippines to Springfield, Massachusetts, here at the Basketball Hall of Fame. What's been your impression of this?
It was overwhelming. Coming from the Philippines, this isn't something that I thought that was possible, so seeing a lot of basketball history, as a huge basketball fan, has been great. I mean, just tying the whole experience together, it's a great game, and it goes as deep as they want it to, so I'm looking forward to just helping a lot of people out and then showcasing what the game can do.
The My Team, like the 3v3 My Team, like at the park, I mean, that's kind of awesome.
I've really enjoyed playing now this time around. I'm playing with a bunch of different teams, using Bronny, using LeBron, and that's been really fun. Nice. But one of the biggest things for me is going straight into the WNBA play now. Yeah. It's been pretty neat.
I think people are going to be blown away by this game. That's number one. I mean, when you get your hands on it, it feels smooth. I went to the builder. I'm not finished yet, but I promise you, I'm coming out with the most dominant big man there is. You know what I mean? I mean, what I plan on doing is barbecue chicken alert every time I come down.
I think they should put some of these 2K creators in the Hall of Fame as long as some of these guys have been doing it.
Yeah. All right, it's time for some 2K TV Interactive. We got Jairus here who's going to try to answer this one. We're at the Basketball Hall of Fame, so I'm going to ask him, what year did Dr. James Naismith invent the beautiful game of basketball? 1761, 1841, 1891, or 1931?
I think we're going to go with, what was it, 1891?
Correct. You just got 200 BC. If you answer this at home, you also got 200 BC. Thanks. Good answer.
BC rich.
Last week, gameplay director Mike Wang talked to us about the biggest changes to NBA 2K25.
There's so much to cover, and he's back with more, and we're jumping right back in.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
What does rhythm shooting add to scoring this year?
Probably one of my favorites for the year. So what it allows you to do is basically mimic a player's shot. Like last year, you could just release the stick to do regular pro stick shooting. But with rhythm shooting, what you can do, hold down the pro stick, and then as he gets to the set point, you want to push the stick forward to match the rhythm of a shot. Like Jokic has a pretty deliberate shot, even Tatum, more of a smooth motion, right? So those you're going to pull down and kind of smoothly move it up to match their shooting motion. And then there's players who got really quick shots, like Kobe White. He's got a kind of a flick catapult shot, and for him, you're going to like go down and flick it more up. It's a completely optional thing to do, but if you do use rhythm shooting and you kind of master your players' timing, you know, their tempo and their release, then you'll have a huge advantage over players who don't use it.
I was so set on not removing my meter in years past, but last year I finally was dedicated to shooting without a meter, and I saw that boost, and I really loved it. So do you think it will be advantageous for people to get this new system down?
It absolutely will be. So what we're seeing in-house internally is everyone who's, you know, taken the time to learn it and practice with it, they've all kind of jumped their ceiling up a level. It's challenging if you're playing in, you know, a team control mode, like playing now or quick games where you need to learn like 5, 7, 8 guys shots.
Yeah.
But
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Charlotte Hornets. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. They've got Trey Mann. Miller is out there with Clutch. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Then there's Jackson. And there's Jackson. And it's LaRavia in at the power forward. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Now here's Morant.
Knock it off.
Good on the three-point shot. LaRavia's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Memphis. And with the bounce pass, Clutch. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot off.
Morant passes to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Jackson. Here's LaRavia. Shot clock at 3. The 3 from Morant. Excellent D there from Ball. MP outside. True on the 14-footer.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Now, here's Bane. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. The 3 from MP. The offensive rebound.
Back up. Go, move.
Williams, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Jackson. really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Bain, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Man passes to Clutch. And the dunk by MP.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points his last outing. Inside, Laravia. To stop the drought. And the rejection by MP. Another miss by MP.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Jackson misses. Charlotte leading by 5. Knocked loose. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Williams is checked in for the Grizzlies. Smart comes in for Bain. The Hornets also with a sub. Josh Green's checked in for Trey Mann. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Give it up for your Grizzlies. Charlotte making some changes. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Micic in for Ball. Here is Williams. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And Aldama has it in the corner. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Kennard.
Well, you talk about Luke Kennard. He shot 49% for a season from beyond the arc. Led the league in three-point percentage back-to-back years. Kennard is so valuable.
Now here's Smart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Count it.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Green kicks to Martin. And that one is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Smart. Here's Aldama. The 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. MP outside. Hornets keep it alive. Williams passes to Clutch. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 8 points for Clutch.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Aldama. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Clutch. And MP throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Smart deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from deep. No good on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets lead by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
We've got Jaren Jackson, Luke Kennard out there with Morant. Then there's Desmond Bain. And it's LaRavia in at the power forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Clutch in the last time out against the Mavericks got the job done. He dropped in 38 points, and on top of that, also grabbed 3 rebounds. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Here's Bain after the made shot from Clutch. 2 on the clock. The 3 from Morant. And Clutch pulls it down.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
To the paint. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Clutch has got the lead up to 10 now for Charlotte. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Morant passes to LaRavia. Bain kicks to Kennard. A 3-ball. And Desmond Bain with the 3. Bain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Tremendous boys on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Kennard. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Mann's checked in. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Out to Miller. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Miller's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep. ball.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Morant. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
And here's MP for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Morant outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And no good that time. Excellent D there from Ball.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Jackson following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Payne for 3. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. Here's Mann driving to the basket.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Josh Green's checked in for Williams, and Martin subbed in for Brandon Miller. Here's Edey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Micic checked in. Here's Smart, still without a basket. And they call an illegal screen here. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And the Hornets, they've hit a little rough patch, but they know what they're capable of. It's just a matter of going out and proving it on a nightly basis.
Hornets leading by 11. On the wing, Green. Back to Ball. Here's Micic, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the inside. Here's Clutch. Again, the Hornets score.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
6-second difference between shot and game plan. Outside Jackson. Great D that time from Martin. Here's Micic. And the layup's good off the glass. Micic has got his first 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so is Charlotte. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? Clutch, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
On the court for the Hornets, We've got Ball. Williams is out there with Clutch. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good, LaRavia.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
Ball finds MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
3 points.
And that's now 24 points for Clutch.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Trey Mann.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Morant passes to Bain. Jackson from long range. And Clutch pulls it down. Clutch has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the middle. It's good. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Outside Curry. Down low. Here's Clutch, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Clutch has got 28.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Morant passes to LaRavia. Here's Kennard. That shot, no good. Williams with the defensive effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
He gets that one. And that's now 30 points for Clutch.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you look at Clutch. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there are just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Inside. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Outside Curry. Williams against Martin. Got it. Good job in the low post. Martin's got his second bucket of the night.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And the rebound goes to Martin. Hornets leading by 19. To the paint. Here's Clutch. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside, Smart. To the inside. The layup off target. And so it's Charlotte with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bain pairs up with Jackson to form the forward pair. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. And it's Jackson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Smart. And the rejection by MP. Clock is at 3. Bain for 3. Man with the rebound. Hornets leading by 21. Green left side. Back to MP. Fades. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Smart kicks to Bain. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Here is Miller following the score by Memphis, and it's in there.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Charlotte, and Jackson gets it to go.
Well, from that 13, 15-foot range, Jackson is automatic. You can't give him those.
Here's Clutch. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists now in the game. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Morant with it. Jackson has the open look. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's MP for three. Good on the triple. Clutch has got 39.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Outside, Bain. For the three. The Hornets pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now Ball. The fader. Clutch can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
So often LaMelo is the setup man. There, he's on the finishing end.
And here's Smart. There's Jackson with the three. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball, the pass to Man. And here's MP for three. And it's rebounded by Morant. The Grizzlies shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a Downey win for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Clutch.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And it's good for 2.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Jackson misses.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Miller kicks to Green. The feed to MP. Unloads from 13. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, MP. Both good from the line that time. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Morant passes to Williams. Here's Aldama with the fadeaway. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Llegó el fin de semana, prendas de marca italiana. Voy a pistear con la plebada y nunca me llega sana. A veces, pero siempre. De Marruecos es el y ella es sudamericana. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 teca. Va a venir toda a sacarnos a modo de. Va a romper la discoteca. discoteca, teca, 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 pa' romper la discoteca, teca, 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 pa' romper la disco, va a romper la disco, pa' romper la disco, contra la puerta y se roba el show, me vuelve loco bailando el dembow, no es de la calle, but baby you know, siempre estoy y ella está low, vamos pa' encima cambiándote el clima, tú estás aquí, tú solo en China, yo sé que tú no tienes disciplina, si vamos a hacer algo traje, como me mira, súper picante como de Argentina, cara de modelo, cuerpo de asesina, divina, tiene 10 cargos encima, va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a venir toda la pasa que no estamos loading, va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a romper la discoteca, teca, 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 va a romper la disco, va a romper la disco, va a romper la disco. The spot. She towing the stop playing with him, Riot. She turn off the spot. She towing the she doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She towing the she doing her dance. She showing her stop petty, you know. Stop playing with him, Riot. She turn off the spot. She towing the she doing her dance. She counting up bands.
Back the fuck up. Back up.
She towing the she doing her dance. She showing her stop petty, you know I be on that. Standing on like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I never call back. Throw it back on her BD. Just know he caught that. Hey, I gotta ignore that. He's a like bro to store at. Top facing, don't ask me to. If we beefing, don't ask me to. In the party, them clappers is clapping. In the party, them slappers is slapping. Ice on the beat, I be skating. I'm pretty, I look like a painting. With a baddie and she looking. Cause the money amazing. She turn off the spot. She towing the she doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She towing the she doing her dance. She showing her
come do it for me. I'm from TX. Shorty, she come from the BX. Ice in the flame and I need it. You might get a car and it's keyless. Topless, no B6. I'm out in New York, I'm in Sailors. You might get you more if you say less. I'm cooking a wave afloat. They watching my moves remote.
know a big one that fans have been curious about is how the shot contest system works in 2K25. So talk about some of the improvements to that system.
Yeah, so without going into like crazy detail, we worked a lot of stuff here because I think what the main complaint was is that sometimes you would see something on screen and you'd see a number in the coverage, the coverage data that came out that wasn't necessarily one-to-one with what you expected. So we just went back to the drawing board, and one of the main changes we did here was to make sure that whether you are there at the start of the shot or there at the release of the shot, it would matter. So to make a long story short, what happened to a lot of people is they
If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Strother in at the 2 guard. And for Charlotte, they've got Miller. MP is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Trey Mann. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gordon with the big finish.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
Here's Ball. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Murray passes to Porter. Great D that time from Miller. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Ball taking his time here. Kicks it out to MP. This one for 3. Sinks the tray.
Boy, what a nice find from LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
BA, the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
The drive by Miller. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Jokic. Throws it up high. And Gordon with the big finish.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and obviously facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Gordon, and Gordon with the big finish.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
Ball outside, down low. Here's Clutch. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Clutch has got 7 points in the game.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
In the first 2 minutes.
They kick it out to Murray. From 13, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Here's Clutch. Rebounded by Denver.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
Because they play in different conferences, these teams don't really see each other all that much. It makes it interesting here.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Gibson's checked in for Williams. Green comes in for Miller. Martin, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Micic in for LaMelo Ball. And Clutch gets it to go.
Assisted by Cody Martin.
Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Brown. Out to Gordon from behind the arc. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
And here's MP. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Now here's Murray, guarded closely. It's rebounded by Micic.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Murray. Five on the clock. Pass to Brown. Uncovered. They get it again. Here's Gordon. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Hornets up by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got MP, Josh Green out there with Smith. Then there's Brandon Miller, and it's Gibson in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, Clutch in their last time out against the Clippers put on a show. He had 36 points and was on fire from outside. The D had no answer for him. And he had an overall impressive game, chipping in multiple ways. He was Mr. Versatility. BA?
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Clutch. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Clutch has gotten 4 this quarter.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Jordan finds Porter. Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
To the middle. Here's Clutch. And another basket for Charlotte.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Brandon Miller.
Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Brown. 13 points in the win against Philadelphia.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Miller on the wing. Pass to Clutch. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Williams' shot is good.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
1:49 left to play in the second quarter. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Hey, fans, who wants a free T-shirt? Make some noise!
A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Gibson's checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Miller. Mann, he's checked in for Green. And it's Ball in for Smith. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Saric comes in for Najee. Watson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Murray subbed in for Brown.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
You know, I just love the moxie Murray has to his game. He's so fast and supremely confident.
On the wing, MP. The 17-footer. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Pass to Jokic. 55 seconds left in the second period. And it's Watson missing. Hornets leading by 8. It's Martin on the wing, defended by Watson. Here's Clutch. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Inside, here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. Takes one from 10 feet, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Ball against Murray. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. It's the obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Pass to Clutch. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. Clutch has got 26.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And so it's Charlotte in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Michael Malone. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray, then it's Michael Porter, and it's Strother in at the shooting guard position. And here's Gordon from the arc. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Nikola Jokic is a natural, but that's not all. Coach Malone said it's too bad that people can't peek behind the curtain and see how hard Nikola works. He understands that there's no magic formula. Yes, he's incredibly gifted, but it's his work ethic that's great. Brian?
Well, Allie, talent only gets you so far. He's got both. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the offensive game of Aaron Gordon continues to improve, and when he's feeling it, he stays aggressive.
Miller finds MP, and he banks in the layup. Clutch has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Here's Strother. He's scoreless. Clock at 6. Tipped away. And Clutch gets it to go. Clutch has got 32 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Doris, Trey Mann is an example of a semi-late bloomer in the NBA.
The NBA, that's not unusual for a player in his early 20s. Now he's been with a couple of different organizations. There's a versatility to how he contributes in the stat sheet. And a lot of times, especially for somebody of Trey Mann's skill set, it's about fit. 80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Down low to end the run. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, he came into the league as an incredible athlete, but Aaron Gordon has put in the work to be a great offensive player, and right before our very eyes, it's happening.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Green's checked in for Charlotte. Micic comes in for LaMelo Ball. Saric checks in for Denver. Brown comes in for Strother. Outside, Green. The 11-footer, down to 5 on the shot clock. Yeah. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Fires it. Porter gets the bucket.
Clean shot by Porter. He gets ahead of the coverage and doesn't hesitate at all.
Pass to Green. Miller on the wing. Here's Clutch. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
2 minutes.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Murray's shot is good.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Pass to Williams. And there it is for him. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Jokic, covered by MP. Missed inside. Hornets leading by 18. And Mark Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Charlotte making some changes. Martin comes in for Miller, and Milton subbed in for Williams. Jordan's checked in for Denver. Watson comes in for Michael Porter. Nuggets trail by 20. Murray passes to Saric. Outside Watson. Saric down low. Green covering. Saric shot is off. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Micic, defended by Murray. Here's Clutch, and another basket for Charlotte.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
They need this. The rebound by Clutch. Charlotte has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Milton passes to Green. To the inside. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
Now off the inbound. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. As we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more.
Substitution
coming to
on
the
the
league
court.
with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
And Denver making a change here. Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Gordon comes in for Najee. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Watson. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Strother. We've got Ball. MP is out there with Miller. Then it's Williams. And it's Mann in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Connects from downtown. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A lights-out three-point shooter. All Porter Jr. needs is a little wiggle room, and he's pulling up.
That one goes in.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Denver has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Williams. Ball against Murray. To the middle. Here's Clutch. Brown grabs the board.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Brown. Now Gordon. Here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Miller. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Clutch. Offensive rebound. Williams. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
To the paint. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Offensive board. MP outside. Down low. Second chance shot. Rejected by Jokic.
Oh, look at Jokic using those long arms, managing to get his hand on the ball and knock it away. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hornets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Clutch.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Clutch hits the target from 18 feet. Clutch has got 45 points.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So Charlotte ends up going with a new group. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.
Pinky.
Stop playing with them, Riot. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her. Top heady, you know I be on that. Standing on like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I never call back. Throw it back on her BD. Just know he caught that. Hey, I gotta ignore that. He's a like bro to store at. Stop facing, don't ask me to. If we beefing, don't ask me to. In the party, them clappers is clapping. In the party, them slappers is slapping. Ice on the beat, I be skating. I'm pretty, I look like a painting. With a baddie and she looking. Cause the money amazing. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
Come do it for me. T, I'm from TX. Shorty, she come from the BX. Ice in the flame and I need it. You might get a car and it's keyless. Topless, no B6. I'm out in New York, I'm at Sailors. You might get you more if you say less. I'm cooking a wave afloat. They watching my moves remote. Ooh, we bought us some. That's a dozen to sell us the Knicks. Like the Phil Jalen Brunson one trip, man.
She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel mixing nut with it. She got thick but she wanna get thin again. Drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim cause she wanna be Kim in them. Alright. I know they are bad, stop acting innocent. We ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had these millions. My whip could have been in a Tokyo drift car, it's fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew it. Now this gal want me and I'm rich, let's do it.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100, it won't fit in one SUV, no. SOS, somebody rescue me, I got too many, I got, they could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright, let's send the address through, please.
SUV, the outside white, the inside brown like Michael Jack. More time in line and spend like I don't even like my stack. Came on an Irish ferry, let go and it sound like a tap dance. The way that I ball, no yellow, the ref had to give me a black card. Who did what we're doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years of doing a cat sprinter. 2 gal in a van, inter. 2 man in Milan, heard one of my things dating. P Diddy need 20% or whatever. Outside, my head in my hands.
I told her my name is Sam, she said no, the one on your birth certificate. Your boyfriend ran from that diamond test cause they weren't legitimate. She Turkish Cypriot, but her curves Brazilian. I want her, my bro wants her affiliate. I'm cheap, still like, yo, can I borrow your Netflix? She a feminist, she think I'm sexist. Twisting my words, I think she dyslexic. Give me my space, I'm intergalactic. Before I give you my Insta password, I'll give you the pin to my Amex. Alright, this ain't stainless steel, it's platinum. Dinner table, I got manners. T-shirt tucked in, napkin. Still loading, that's the caption. I've only amounted a minimal fraction. Eat good, I got indigestion. Bare in my hood, no aspirin. Can't get rid of my